Heartland CARES is a nonprofit organization in Paducah, Kentucky, helping serve the community with client-centered quality health care, support services, prevention education, and HIV testing. And recently named to the board as MSU's Jody Cofer Randall. Jody, welcome to Roundabout. An honor to serve.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk a little bit more about Heartland CARES board and what they do.
Yeah, the Heartland CARES organization was founded in the 90s, and they are the region's primary provider for individuals with HIV and AIDS. They serve Western Kentucky and Southern Illinois, and they really have become known throughout the region as the go-to nonprofit organization or service provider with HIV and AIDS issues.
And Jody, how do you guys, how's the board funded?
The board is funded in a variety of ways. Of course, there's individual support from within the community, but Heartland CARES receives a good bit of grant funding. A substantial amount of their budget comes from federal grants, for example, the Roundabout CARE Act, which provides HIV and AIDS service funding. So, yeah.
And had you been involved in the board in some role before, Jody?
No, I've been a supporter of Heartland CARES for years, and with my work here at Murray State and around the region, I have referred people there before, and so I was familiar with them. We have used them here at Murray State a few times to come on campus and do testing and information sessions and such, but really it had been a few years and that relationship had started kind of dying off. And it was brought up to their executive director that I might be a good fit on their board. One of Murray State's regents, actually, Susan Guest, has a connection to the director down there and referred me. And I went and met with them, learned a lot about the organization, had a lot of questions, which I usually do. And I've finally come to the conclusion it'd be a good fit for our students in this area.
Yep. Jody, does it serve a certain region? In this area?
They do Western Kentucky, and it's larger than Murray State's service region. I forget, I want to say it's several counties larger than ours, but I could be mistaken about that. But then they're up into Southern Illinois as well. And there are other service providers in other parts of Kentucky, but really Heartland CARES is all we have in this area.
Well, a great service and a great way to give back locally. Real quick before we wrap up, on a national level, you and some students had a chance to participate in a conference a month or so ago, the Creating Change Conference.
There were me, 7 students, and a volunteer that made our way to Houston, Texas. And 13 hours later, we arrived at the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force's annual conference. It was about 4,000 individuals at it. We attended 4 days worth of workshops on student organizing, community engagement, fundraising, all sorts of things, and come back with an overload basically on what we're going to do.
Those kind of conferences are so invigorating. You come back and everybody's all wound up and charged up, but important to go out and make those connections.
Absolutely, and to carry Murray State's name. Many of us, our students, come back saying they'd all heard of us. They had heard of some of the things we had been doing, so I think that looks good for us.
Well, no surprise, Judy, you know, the work you all have been involved with, and congratulations on that and your involvement and all you do for Murray State.
Thank you, Jim.